furnace down.
There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Horned Frogs will put total leather and we'll get started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally attacked.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Part of the backfield, it's Schaefer. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Using his legs, it's Eakin. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the right. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's O'Brien. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts. Small gains, great tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the Cowboys are threatening on 1st and goal.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Next going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a team to start this game off.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right. Don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowboys. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on the guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Hard Frog! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Schaefer. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he piles his way ahead to the 33. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's O'Brien. Lowers those pads. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Looking for a gap. It's Eakin. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go right back to it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll try the run. They'll finish the run. check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Washington State ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. I don't just mean in those unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down, looking for more. Turning it on. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Horned Frogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
On the move, it's Eakin. Hard running there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38. These guys are on the move.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Try to get it to the edge. Can't get into the ground. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first. Got some room in under the goal line. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching. cha-ching.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Run out of bounds at the 45, and a terrific return there. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Floating away. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining a lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling on until they find an answer.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for room. Deacon. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Cowboys moving quickly to the line. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on third down. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
This offense has put on a display in the 1st half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Trying to punch it in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cowboys! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the past